Hey guys, welcome back to Tops Tactical and other cool stuff. Still here with broken arm and a cast. Kind of raining outside, nasty, muddy, and we're going to go out and do any shooting today. That's just not going to happen. But I am behind on some gear videos. We're going to talk about some gear here. People ask me all the time, hey, what gear do you use for what situation? How should I build my plate carrier? Should I have a plate carrier, should I have a chest rig? And the answer to all those are yes. Everything is driven, it's got to be mission oriented, dictated by what you're trying to accomplish. Plate carriers, everybody's nuts about plate carriers. So I'm going to start with my plate carrier today. And why a plate carrier? Well, my plate carrier is a close quarters battle rig, okay? Plate carriers with plates in them are heavy. You're not going to kick off on a 3, 4, 5 day long range patrol, for example, wearing a plate carrier. All right, especially if you are old, fat, and out of shape like me, and you're going up and down God's wonderful topography. This plate carrier setup will kick your butt. When do I wear a plate carrier? I wear a plate carrier if I am dang sure certain that I'm going into the fight. All right. If I know we're going to be out there swapping lead, having a good old time, then I'm going to put my plate carrier on so I got some plates. I'm going to carry the weapon that's appropriate for a closer quarters battle kind of deal, and I'm going to let that dictate what goes with me. Traditionally, we all carry way too much gear. All right. Ounces equal pounds, pounds equal pain. If you don't believe me, pack up your little camping gear and hump up and down the mountains in Afghanistan. You'll find out that ounces equal pounds and pounds equal pain. So before I babble on anymore, we're going to jump right into it. Over here on the table, I'm going to move the camera. You can see here in a second. I've got my battle belt, and I've got my plate carrier, and I've also got my CQB rifle here. So let's jump right into this. Let me get my little viewfinder turned around here and get down on the table. Got to zoom back out a little bit. Obviously zooming out's the other way. There we go. Alright. Figure the odds that my little camera deal didn't flip over. So I'm looking at the world upside down, but I think you guys are going to be able to see this alright. I'm going to start out up here, right up top with my my belt. Now, I got to hunker down here a little bit, and you guys are going to miss my bright sunshiny face, but I want to be close enough for you to see the gear and not necessarily worry about my sunshiny mug. This is what I call my battle belt. All right. I forget who makes it. I'm not here pimping anybody's gear or any company. The only thing we'll tell you about a battle belt is get a good one. This is not where you want to scrimp. As we talk about some things later on, plate carriers, different bags and attachments, bottom line of the deal is you get what you pay for, but you can get a lot of good stuff for the kind of things that we do at a fairly inexpensive price. You don't have to have $700 or $800 in your plate carrier by the time you buy plates, pouches, belts, and the plate carrier itself. So what I'm running on here, I've got a double magazine pouch for pistol. I've got a double magazine pouch for an AR, and down here on the end, I've got a drop leg holster. Now, I carry a pistol CQB because I kind of know I'm getting into combat, right? I know I'm getting into a fight. I want to have everything with me that I can possibly get. So the pistol goes with me in a CQB environment. On a later video, you'll see where, like a patrolling rig, for example, I don't carry a pistol. Okay, the sole purpose of a pistol is to keep you alive long enough to get to your rifle. Since I've already got my rifle in my hands, I don't have a big need for a pistol. Now, on the holster, you'll notice that this is a drop leg holster. Okay, so if I can get it down here a little lower where you guys can see it as I wrestle with this gear and this broken stinking arm. I've got a drop leg holster, and it's sitting probably 8 inches below my belt. The reason I did that is because when I have side plates in my plate carrier gets in the way of my weapons carriage. So I've got my holster dropped down to where there's nothing in the way, nothing to interfere with the draw stroke. Like I say, nothing big fancy here. A double mag pistol pouch, a double mag AR pouch, and then a drop leg holster. So let's go ahead and set this out of the way. Now, right here, I've got my plate carrier torn apart front and back, and I've got what is the left side of my belt as I wear it laid up here for you to see it. The right side of the belt, there's nothing to show you. I don't have any gear on the right side of my belt that's going to interfere with my draw stroke. So I've got to put everything on the left or in the back, either one. Let's talk about the up front plate carrier first. If you notice here, I'm running 6 magazines. Now, I think this is a Testudo light plate carrier by AR500. What I've done with it is you'll notice those 6 magazines sitting right in the front. I have a 3-pack of Taco magazine pouches sitting right up here in the front. Okay. In behind that, I have a Taco, I guess you still call it a Taco pouch, but it's a 3-pack for that, and it sits down in the kangaroo pouch of my plate carrier. Now what that does for me is it sets those magazines a front row and back row at different height. So that will allow me, as I go to do my reloads, to get into that pouch easier, and I can just get my magazines out one at a time because they're separated a little bit. I don't just reach down there and grab a handful of everything. And up on the Velcro, obviously I've got my American flag and maybe with globe and anchor. I know it's breaking your hearts that you guys can't really see my face here, but again, I want to keep everything down here where you guys can see what I'm talking about. That's all I've got on the front. This is bulky enough, okay? I'll see guys that they'll have a magazine set up like this, and then they'll have an accessories pouch up top here where you guys are seeing this Velcro patch. The problem I run into with that is when I put an accessory pouch up there and it's got, you know, a compass in it, it's got maps in it, it's got alcohol pens in it, you know, it's got a knife in it, flashlight, just whatever. That pouch gets kind of big. It sticks out from my chest, and it makes access to my magazines a little less convenient. When I'm going into an environment where I'm running this plate carrier into a CQB kind of deal, I don't need all that crap, okay? And that's exactly what it is. So in this situation, I have no map, I have no compass. You know, this is for going into a close quarters battle environment. What I can see happening is having to go get my buddy, you know, or a family member or something out of a bad situation. I know where I'm going, I know how to get there, know how to get out, so I don't need to carry all that gear. Why? Because ounces equal pounds and pounds equal pain. This thing is heavy enough. I think my plate carrier is running in at about 37 pounds when I'm loaded up and ready to go. So anyway, this is the front of it. That's all I've got on it. Now, what that ends up giving me for a loadout, I have a total of 8 magazines on my person, 1 in the weapon. So I'm going into the battlefield with 9 loaded magazines. For comparison, in the Marine Corps, the basic loadout for combat is 7 magazines. I got an extra 2. I've been binge watching SEAL Team, and I keep wondering why all these Navy SEALs keep running out of ammo. I look at their chest rigs, they're only carrying 4 mags, and I'm like, duh, I'll be smarter than that. Now, a little humor for you. I know you laughed. You better laugh because that was funny. All right, let's move down here. This is the left side of my plate carrier when I'm wearing my gear. Okay, over here is the back of it. It attaches to the front, obviously. This piece comes around the left side of my body. Right up front, I have a trauma kit. I'm not going to go over the contents of my trauma kit, but I've got it sitting here. I've got it far enough forward that I can reach it with either hand, unless my arm is in a cast all the way up to the shoulder. Then I can't reach across my body and grab a hold of it. But the point is, I put mine up here so that I can access it with either arm. Because if your medical condition, the trauma you experience is in your left arm, you better have your pouch where you can get a hold of it with your right arm. And the inverse of that is true. A lot of guys will put these right in the center of the back. There's a lot of cool bleeder kits there. I may do it, may not do it. I don't like sitting with something in the small of my back. So I've got this kit up front here. Right over here I've got 2 magazine pouches for the pistol. And these are sitting here loaded up with some Glock 21 ammo. Or I'm sorry, some 45 ammo for my Glock 21. My Glock 21, and I wasn't smart enough, or I'm sorry, my Glock 41. I wasn't smart enough to grab it. It's part of my loadout gear. I'll show you the rifle here in a minute. But you guys, if you've watched my videos, you've seen me with my Glock 41. Pretty sweet rig. So I've got 2 magazines in here, and I've got a magazine and a weapon. So I'm carrying about 40 rounds of 45 ammo. Yeah, 13 3 times plus 1 in a pipe. Even in Kentucky, I think we'll come up with 40. So in here, 2 magazine pouches. On around the horn right here, I've got a small K-bar knife. This isn't a big old Marine Corps fighting knife, but it is a K-bar. And I've got, it's a serrated blade, which I'm not too wild about. The serration's back here at the end. But that's what I believe that's what they call a Tonto tip. Alright, and that's just the battle knife that I carry. Good thing about this knife and this sheath, the way it's designed, the knife can go in it either way. There is no frontwards or backwards, which also means it's not a left-handed or right-handed sheath. I carry my blade on my left side. I am a left-hander. I do the vast majority of all my shooting right-handed. But, truth be told, I am a left-handed fella. Now, I may have to move the camera over here just a tad little bit. I think I've got it loose enough so that I can turn it so you guys can see the back of my plate carrier. The claw. Okay, did that get there? Sure did. Alright, this is going to be the back panel of my plate carrier. What I have here is just a backpack for it. This pouch right here, I think I paid $27 or $28. Nothing crazy on it. But it carries a bladder for my Camelback right here where this Velcro's at the top. And you just have to bear with me. I can't really hold it up with my arms. But right here, up top here, there's a little Velcro deal. You open it up, and it has a place in there so that you can put your Camelback. Because I'm here to tell you, the second most important thing on the battlefield is water. You absolutely have to have water. I've got a nice full-size compartment down on intermediate side here in the middle. And then right here, I've got an outside compartment. And a cool guy Velcro place. If I come up with another ninja patch, I can put some kind of patch on there. I don't know where everybody got crazy about patches, but they are. I don't have a bunch of gear in here. What will I use this for? Well, like I say, this is close quarters battle. I'm not going out patrolling. This is not something to be out in the woods for extended periods of time or anything like that. So what's going in here, I would envision my night vision optics are going to go in here. Be a couple Scooby snacks in here. I may attach my helmet to this with a helmet carrier attachment that you can get. Down in here might have an extra magazine or 2, maybe some extra first aid kit. And, you know, just whatever else I determined that I just can't live without. But the plate carrier in itself with the plates is heavy enough that you need to leave in the rear the gear that you're not realistically going to need. Now, there's not a whole lot much more to the plate carrier and the setup. I will grab my my blaster here and we'll set it up here and talk about it. Okay, this is my CQB gun. Get it wiggled around here. and it is nothing crazy fancy. I've got a collapsible stock on it. I'm running some backup open sights for whenever my optic, in the event that it goes down or for whatever reason I'm not using it. My optic is a Sig Sauer Romeo 5 XDR, which gives me a red dot with a 65 minute of angle circle around it. It helps me pick up that dot a lot quicker. I'm running a shorter barrel. I think this is a 16-inch barrel. That just kind of helps out with the wieldability, just maneuvering the weapon around corners, through rooms. It's shorter, it's closer to me, it's just more manageable. Let's see, on this side of the weapon, over here, you'll see a little Picatinny rail right up here. That's for mounting my PEQ 15. Specifically, I'm running an OTOL C, which seems to be a pretty good IR laser pointer. Probably do a review on it one day when I get out of this big god-awful monstrosity of a cast and kind of get out and do some training and do some shooting. Velcro that you may or may not see right here is just for the touchpad that goes with that IR laser. If you'll notice my sling, I've got my sling attachment is about midway. All right, I used to run with my sling all the way out front. What I've come to realize with that is that when I transition to a pistol and I lay this rifle down, bring it across my body, a lot of times this sling would be running across my first aid kit or would get stuck in here between the pouches. So I moved it up to a mid-ride position on that forward sling attachment, and I seem to be liking that a whole lot better. Backup iron sights are a definite thing, because Murphy's Law, again, this is an electronic fancy gizmo that runs on batteries, so the batteries will go dead or it will break at the time you need it the most. That's just Murphy's Law. Knock on wood, I've never had a problem with any Vortex gear. Excuse me, this is Sig Sauer. But anyway, that's kind of it. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Let me get my camera pulled up here. Give you guys a big, bright, sunshiny face and a smiling goodbye. There we go. Just want to thank you guys for stopping by. If you got any questions, throw them down there. Anything you want to add, tell me what your thoughts are. Or tell me what you run on your gear. So anyway, check this out. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you got something from it. Do me a favor while you're here, go and hit that like button. Throw me a comment down there and tell me you like my setup, you don't like my setup, or I'm just whatever. And then share this video so that everybody out there can see it. Maybe collectively we can all learn something. I know that ammo's tight, but that's no excuse not to train, guys. I want you guys to shoot safe, shoot straight, and train often. Tally ho.